Today, we're diving into a question that might just flip everything you think you know about financial markets on its head.
Seriously, what if all those price movements, all that chaos, isn't random at all? What if hidden right inside today's price, there's a kind of code, a blueprint that tells you exactly what's coming next?
So that brings us to this first kind of mind-bending idea. What if prices have a genetic code? It's a totally different way of looking at things, treating the market less like a random, chaotic mess and more like something with a predictable, almost biological structure.
Think about it like this. You know how the DNA in just one of your cells has all the information needed to create, well, you? This theory suggests that a single moment in the market, the price right now, holds a similar kind of genetic map for its own future.
Okay, so what is this thing actually called? It's a framework known as market genetics. And trust me, it's a huge departure from the traditional ways most of us learn to look at the markets.
At its heart, market genetics is all about finding this hidden order. The whole idea is that underneath all the noise of daily trading, there's a fundamental geometric structure that's actually guiding the price along a very specific and predictable path.
And this, right here, is the key difference. See, traditional analysis looks at the past to try and guess what the future might look like. It's all about probabilities. Market genetics, it doesn't predict anything. Instead, it extracts a pre-existing future structure directly from the genetics of the price at this very moment. It's a massive shift from statistical guesswork to structural extraction.
So, you're probably wondering, how do you actually map this future structure out? Well, the system uses a surprisingly simple set of tools, just 4 specific geometric shapes. That's it. Let's quickly break this down. First, 2 triangles are used to find where the market's energy is getting squeezed, pinpointing the very start of a big move. Then, a 3rd triangle comes in to defy and manage the risk with incredible precision. And finally, a trapezoid maps out not only the profit target, but also the time frame for the whole move to play out. It's literally a complete roadmap, from A to B.
Okay, but here's the million-dollar question, right? How do you know when this predicted path is about to kick off? Well, there's a very specific trigger, a key that unlocks the whole map. It's called the delayed mirror.
The best way to think of the delayed mirror is like a line in the sand. The geometric map, that image of the future, is already there, just waiting. The second the live price crosses that line, boom, the map is confirmed, and that predicted path becomes the active reality. It's the point of no return.
And now, for the part I'm sure you've been waiting for. This all sounds incredible in theory, but does it actually work? Well, this is where things get really interesting. Let's look at the third-party verified results over 5 years.
First up, the win rate. Over a 5-year stretch of live trading, the system hit a win rate of 99.88%. Just let that sink in for a second.
But hey, a high win rate doesn't mean much if the risk is crazy, right? So what about the maximum drawdown? It was kept below 5%. Incredibly low.
So it's consistent and the risk is contained, but is it actually profitable? The profit factor clocks in at 8.63. For every dollar of risk, it made more than 8. And finally, the Sortino ratio, which is a great way to measure risk-adjusted return. The result was 48.3. Now, to put that into perspective for you, a Sortino ratio of 2 is considered excellent. 48 is just on another planet.
So let's just put that all together. A 99.88% win rate, drawdown under 5%, a profit factor over 8, and a Sortino ratio of 48. And here's the most important part. These aren't just some made-up, back-tested numbers. The entire track record is verified by a third-party service, FX Blue. You can go to that link right now and see the live performance for yourself.
So, where do we go from here? I mean, seeing the data is one thing, but seeing this method in action? That's something else entirely. We're not just going to talk about this stuff. We're going to apply it. In our next explainers, we're going to publish real-time analyses using this exact framework, so you can see how this genetic code gets decoded live as it happens.
So, if this has got you thinking, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss those analyses. And if you want to take a deeper dive into the theory behind all this, check out marketsdnaedge.com.
Which of course brings us right back to where we started. All this evidence, it suggests that maybe, just maybe, the chaos we see every day is just an illusion. And it kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Is the market's future already written, just waiting for someone to find the key?